morning, people. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. If you're not doing so well, I hope this video can be a comfort to you. So, bit of a different one today. In today's video, I am only going to be eating the suggested serving size of foods. Does that make sense? It's a very popular video, so I'm sure you know what I mean. I am just intrigued in the whole concept of a suggested serving size because it's a bit ludicrous, really. We are all different as humans. Everyone's metabolism is different, everyone's size is different, so it's like crazy that there's such a thing as a suggested portion size. But I'm just intrigued. I'm gonna go grab breakfast. I am gonna have a yogurt bowl, but I'm gonna
coffee as well.
Oh my god, that really scared me. I don't know why. So I'm gonna take you into the kitchen and show you everything. So this is the yogurt I'm using, but it's the vanilla Greek yogurt from M&S, and it's just my favourite. I've tried a few Greek yogurts and this has got to be my fave. Let's see how much M&S recommends. Okay, per 125 grams serving. Okay, that sounds all right. Just look at that. It's the vanilla beans. It's definitely the vanilla beans. It's just given ice cream, to be honest. Right, 125 grams. Let's go. Okay. This is good. Positive. Yay! Okay, that is 128 technically. I think that's all right. Oh my god. What was that noise? It's all right. I think something took over me just then. Let's see with the blueberries what we say. 80 grams count as one of your 5 a day, so I assume 80 grams is one portion. Guys, this yogurt bowl is overflowing. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I really hope this is a big portion because I love Biscoff spread. One portion is 15 grams. Okay. 23 grams, that is. I'm gonna have to take some out. Okay, last but not least is the walnuts. So ChatGPT is saying 28 grams. Okay, this is better, 26, so I reckon one more walnut and we're good. 28, perfect. That is my yogurt bowl, guys. The only thing that's let me down is this. Oh, also, I've got coffee. This is very exciting because this is a festive instant coffee that I got like a month ago now. I feel like that I can deal with, but if my coffee's not strong enough, I'm gonna be sad. Typical serving is 2 grams. Is there anything more satisfying than opening one of these? Oh, it's like an advent calendar. I've literally put the whole velvetizer on the scales. Okay, I feel like that's okay. I don't really know. And then I'm also gonna have some oat milk. There she is.
An 8 fluid ounce serving of oat milk.
8 ounce, I think that's what she's saying. Give it a little shake. 8 ounces, okay. That does look really quite cool, to be fair. It looks insanely milky. Look at that.
Oh.
I can't taste it. The yogurt bowl is looking better though, to be fair. Maybe I should have just had a black coffee.
You're not going to be satisfied.
I'm not going to be satisfied.
I know you're like.
That's just going to annoy me. This, however, is delish.
God.
What?
You can go and audition for the next West End round of Hamilton. Yeah, London auditions. We are seeking singers who rap, dancers who sing.
I reckon I've got it in me.
Yeah. Would you be a dancer who sings or a singer who raps?
Dancer who sings.
Right, yeah.
Although, I love a rap.
Yeah, but I've never seen you rap in my life.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that actually. What would you do?
I'd be neither.
Oh, that's not the spirit, is it? I want to talk about the Indian we had last night.
Oh yeah.
Me and James went to this local Indian. We've been wanting to go for ages because the smell of this place is just like insane. Like you can smell it a mile away. And last night we finally took the plunge. It was Halloween night as well. So we were like, if we go out, then we'll avoid the trick-or-treaters. And not in like a bad way. Like I wouldn't even mind if a trick-or-treater came to the house, but we just don't have anything in.
Well, you eat your gingerbread Kit Kats.
Gingerbread Kit Kats, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I would just like them for myself.
Oh really? Oh, you don't get too hungry today.
This has been good.
Yeah.
I really wanted a bacon sarnie this morning.
I would have joined you on that.
Not my portion size.
Oh, yeah.
I would have had to have one piece of bread. So I would have had to have like half a bacon roll. And as for the bacon, who knows? Yogurt and blueberries, you get loads. But yeah, I've been eating out a lot recently. Went to Tofu Vegan for the first time. Beautiful. Went to Basaba the other day.
Had the best calamari of your life.
Had the best calamari I've ever had. Not that I've really had that much calamari, but it was delicious.
And it's made your off menu.
Well, maybe. I'm not really sure about that. But the Bashari naan definitely yesterday.
Wow.
I'm liking actually the amount of Biscoff because now that I've spread it into the whole yogurt, it's like a really nice like subtle taste rather than it being like, damn, Biscoff. Yeah, I'm going to see this afternoon, this is so random, Back to the Future in IMAX, which I'm actually really excited for. I think it's the 40th anniversary or something, but I've never seen it.
Oh, I know what we should have done for Halloween. I could have dressed up as a Spurs player and you could have dressed up as the Europa League trophy.
Absolutely not. Well, I'll do that as well for Arsenal.
Yeah, but I also don't want anything.
Yes, they have, the girls.
Oh yeah, the girls.
That is terrible. That's on camera. Sexist. I hope you're embarrassed. You're like the guy from maths. I need to try this, but it's too hot. Oh, that's quite nice. That is Christmassy, actually.
Whose is your favourite?
Oh, definitely Mace Windu, but that's your favourite, isn't it?
Nah.
Oh, really? Who's your favourite then?
Luke and Anakin's. That's a bit of a classic.
Why does he have two? When he
one of them got lost, I think. Yeah, and then
Got
Luke
lost.
ended up with a green one. I can't remember where it got lost.
As if it got lost.
No, my favourite is Darth Maul. If it chips away and breaks, then I'll just get rid of it.
To be fair, we've got too many mugs anyway.
Yeah, whose fault is that?
James literally said to me, we are not getting any more mugs if you buy this from the charity. Like, why?
To be fair, that was justified by the fact it matched your pyjamas.
I should really switch out my work one.
Yeah.
It's a memoir. Like,
A memoir of what?
that was a really nice lunch. No, breakfast. I've still got 2 hours to the cinema. Although actually I want to go to the market.
What are you in the market for?
Guess where we went a couple days ago? We actually did a Costco trip the other day for these because these are my favourite noodles. We got this pack last time and honestly it's dead cheap and we have had them for so long so we stocked up. But then we ended up getting so much, including these. I love these noodles, great for like a work lunch. And then also, this is quite fun, soju. I, at uni, always used to drink this. We'd always go to the Asian supermarket and get soju and actually it's such a cheap spirit but it's really nice and you get all the different flavours in it. I saw that you've already tucked into one of those.
Yeah.
It looks like a rat's got to it. But yeah, what a haul. Okay, so I'm about to leave for the cinema now, but I just thought I would show you what I'm taking before I leave. It actually says very clearly here that one of these bars is 1 serving. So I'm just gonna take one of these and then I'm thinking this is 1 serving. I actually don't know because I know you get like the smaller cans, so I don't know if that's 1 serving. Okay, so I'm gonna take a Diet Coke and a gingerbread Kit Kat. I feel like that's all right. I am back from the cinema. I am about to have lunch. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna be having for lunch today. Heinz soup, but it's not in a can. It's like fresh. I've never seen these before. And it's butternut and ginger. So it's basically saying that this whole pot is 1 serving. I actually feel like that's quite a lot for one. I'm also gonna have a slice of bread with it. Now, there's 10 servings in this, and there's also 10 pieces of bread. So I think, yeah, it is literally just one piece of bread per serving, which makes a lot of sense. So this is my portion of soup and bread. And to be fair, it looks pretty good to me. I've also put crispy chili flakes on top. I'm ever so sorry. Ooh, that is incredibly warming. Oh my gosh, look at the crispy chili oil. Oh my gosh, that is the most warming flipping thing. I can feel it here. I can feel it here. That's when you know it's beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna dip in a little bit of this bread. I don't think I've had this bread before. It's the Waitrose sourdough. See, I'm actually a bit of a weirdo in that I don't actually have butter on my bread most of the time. If it's a sandwich, that's a bit different, but if I have soup, usually I'll just have it without butter because I'm always like, oh, like I never taste the difference. I'm tasting the difference, I'll be honest. That is real nice. Yeah, I'm impressed with Heinz. That isn't the best soup I've ever had. My issue is my canteen at work do homemade soup and it's just like the most delicious thing ever and you can tell it's homemade and it's just so good. So now when I have supermarket soup, it just isn't the same. But having said that, that is so much nicer than canned soup. I respect that from Heinz for doing that. So, the film, really enjoyed it. If you've seen Back to the Future, what is there to hate? The only thing with soup is, it is virtually baby food. And sometimes I eat it and I'm like, I'm literally eating pureed food. If I deep it too much, it gives me the yick, but it is also just a dream. The film was great vibes. IMAX is always great vibes, to be fair. I haven't been to the cinema in ages because we have the limitless passes. We just haven't used them in so long, so I was very glad to be back. Yeah, this weekend is like insanely chilled out, which I'm actually really happy about because next week is going to be so busy. I'm doing some exciting bits with work and then also going to Berlin to see Harriet, which is really exciting. Yeah, it's just a lot, but I'm purposefully going to have a very restful weekend and try not to burn myself out like I usually flip and do. Yeah, see, this portion size is perfect. for me. For like a growing lad or something, this would probably be nothing. I know I've said it already today, but like it is just baffling that there is this like one size fits all portion suggestion. I suppose it is only a suggestion though. It's not like people are like forcing you to eat a certain amount. But then you do feel sort of guilty in a way if you have more. I don't know. I personally think there's no need. Also, it is November 1st today, which means Christmas is coming. I do like a bit of Halloween, but I'm a Christmas girl through and through. I'm just so insanely excited for Christmas now. I did ask James if it was acceptable to start playing Christmas music. He said no. Will I listen? Probably not. To be fair, having said that, I am always sick of Christmas music by the 25th of December. But even so, like, I just feel like it hits so hard in November. When you haven't listened to Christmas music all year and you start to listen to it again, why does it hit so hard? I actually feel like this part before Christmas is more exciting than Christmas itself, because that little like inkling of Christmas on the horizon, and like you'll get the occasional like Christmas advert. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, it's just so good. We've got Strictly on tonight. We've got the Traitors final next week. I'm so flipping buzzing for that. And Bake Off final next week. It's all the finals, man, of like my favourite shows. I don't know what I'm going to do after them. So content. Okay, that was great vibes. It is a bit later on now. I thought I would have a little drink before dinner. I thought it would be fun to have this bad boy. So I'm going to assume that this is one portion. It doesn't actually specifically say, but I mean, that is screaming one portion to me. And it is a strawberry daiquiri. But yeah, it's a Saturday night. Like, you guys know I love a little tipple before dinner. So that is what I'm going to do. Also, sorry, James, if you're watching this. Yes, I am wearing your dressing gown. Ever so sorry, but mine is currently drying because it just got washed today. Basically, it was like covered in pollen from the lilies. And so I had to wash it. Yeah, you pop this in the cocktail shaker with some ice. Well, it looks like tomato juice. Ice. I have so much respect for bartenders right now. I don't know what I'm doing right now, to be quite honest. Yay, I have some freeze-dried raspberries. Chink chink. Yeah, that's nice. This is the current vibe. So I've got Harry Potter on the TV, Order of the Phoenix, and I'm doing my puzzle with my strawberry daiquiri. This is the puzzle I'm doing. A picture of loads of pop art. It's really cool. Look how red that looks. It's very Halloweeny actually. So I'm just going to run you through what we're having for dinner. I say we, me. It's me, myself and I tonight. So I am actually going to be having pizza. The Pollo ad Astra pizza, express pizza, which I think is just like chicken, pepper, chili, that sort of vibe. So I looked at this pizza and I was like, okay, that'll be like one portion is one pizza, because it's not like a big pizza. No, one portion is half the pizza. I think this is the worst part of the day. I could devour the whole of this. It's fine, I'm gonna have a side with it. Two sides actually. We've got this salad from Sainsbury's, which is the sweet and crispy salad. Serves two, so half of this. And then I'm gonna have homemade chips. This potato is slightly off, I think, but I'm sure it'll be fine. That potato was not okay. It is 6:55. The next morning. I can't stop throwing up. For the last couple of hours, I've just been constant throwing up. Every time I throw up, it just doesn't solve anything. I still feel terrible, which is really TMI. I'm so sorry, but I just wanted to say, because in the video, I feel like I'm like, this potato, it looks sort of green, and I still use it anyway. And then I've just looked it up, and you can get really ill from potatoes. And I'm like, why am I so careful about things like meat? But I will happily eat a green potato. Like, I'm actually just fuming. Just be careful, guys. If it looks dodgy, just get it gone. Anyway, back to the video. 150 to 200 grams of potato per person. Right, let's weigh this out. This potato is 300 grams. So I'm going to do half of this. And then that's one portion of chips. I drank that cocktail so flipping quickly, and I feel like I can never just have one drink, guys. So I thought, seeing as there was some wine in the fridge, I'd have a glass of wine. Chicken wine. So this is the rosé. 5 ounces, okay. Not me weighing a wine glass. Also, there's fireworks galore going off tonight, and it keeps making me really jump. I'm not a big fan of fireworks. Like, I like them, but not when I can't see them. They just really freak me out. 150 to 200 grams of potato per person. Right, let's weigh this out. This potato is 300 grams. So I'm gonna do half of this, and then that's one portion of chips. I drank that cocktail so flipping quickly, and I feel like I can never just have one drink, guys. So I thought, seeing as there was some wine in the fridge, I'd have a glass of wine. Chicken wine. So this is the rosé. 5 ounces, okay. Not me weighing a wine glass. Also, there's fireworks galore going off tonight, and it keeps making me really jump. I'm not a big fan of fireworks. Like, I like them, but not when I can't see them. They just really freak me out. That is 5 ounces, perfect. Okay, so this is the pizza. Just got it out of the oven. I am actually heartbroken that I can only have half of this. Look how delicious that looks. But I've also got the chips here and the salad. One thing I didn't really comprehend is the dip situation. So I just really fancy some ketchup, but I have absolutely no idea of like ketchup serving sizes. Per serving 15 grams, okay. Oh, I'm worried about this, I really am. Oh no, that's actually over as well. That's tragic. I'm actually upset. That's the serving size. What? I've got my dinner here, which actually looks so good. And also the fact it fits so perfectly in this little lap tray. There she is. I love pizza night. Right, let's try these homemade chips. They're good actually. To be quite honest, I didn't really put a lot of effort into them. It's got a tiny bit of olive oil on it and some salt and pepper and paprika. Right, I'm gonna try a piece of this blooming pizza. Oh my freaking god. That's actually so much better than I remember. So I thought I'd do a little Q&A because James isn't here, so I don't wanna bore you guys. Oh my god. Okay, right, Q&A time. I love a Q&A, me. I've had a glass of wine, guys. We're going deep. Skip the small talk now. How have you changed in the last few years? I think, to be honest, I've learned a lot, and this probably sounds quite cliche, but I've learned a lot about myself and like how I tick. And I think as well, being diagnosed with PCOS has sort of explained quite a lot. I think I know myself very well now. It's just a case of like dealing with the issues that I do have in my personal life, which a lot of it I have spoken about on my channel. I just find YouTube such an incredible outlet in that sense. And I'm actually trying to like ease myself off of like short form entertainment like TikTok and Instagram reels, and even Instagram in itself, because I know personally that's not good for me. Whereas YouTube, if I watch YouTube, I always come away from it feeling some type of way, and I don't get that from any other social media. I'm not saying that TikTok and Instagram are like bad in any way, because I think there are so many inspirational accounts out there. I just think for me, like, I'm such a YouTube girly, I always have been, and I don't know where I'm going with this. I honestly don't know even what the question was now. I feel like I've gone off on such a tangent, I've actually forgotten what I was saying in the first place, what my point was. How have I changed? Yeah, I think I've started prioritizing certain people more in my life that I just love to bits, putting my effort into the people I absolutely adore, rather than like trying to spread the weight, you know, and like try and please loads of different people. I'm really trying not to be a people pleaser. I've lived my whole life like that. In some situations that's absolutely fine, but like in a lot of situations it's not, and it can actually be very draining. And I think that is something I'm working on. Since coming off my antidepressants, like, I have noticed a change in my personality. There have been times where I'm like, I want to go back on them. I feel like I'm not myself anymore, which is really sad, but I'm so determined to get there on my own. When you're coming off of antidepressants, it is hard. Things feel a lot more overwhelming that like didn't when I was on them, and a lot of the time it is absolutely fine, but there are moments where I know if I was on them I would have been literally Gucci, but everything just feels a little bit more raw. It's just like finding mechanisms to cope with that. So basically quite a lot has changed the last 5 years. I've become an adult basically, which is crazy. The other day I was just out in town, I think, and I just caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror, and I was like, oh my god. I was wearing like quite a formal black and white coat. I just caught a glimpse of myself and I was like, when did I become an adult? Like, literally, when did I become an adult? You look at puberty as being like this crazy change and stuff, and it is, don't get me wrong, but I actually feel like my early 20s have been more of a hormonal shift than my teenage years, but no one really talks about that. It's getting used to like what makes you tick and what makes you happy, and leaning into that rather than trying to please people. And I think being in your 20s, that is hard, especially with social media. It just heightens everything and makes everything seem more extreme. It is really hard sometimes to have a good social life, have a good job, have a good career, have hobbies. Like, to manage all of that is just like impossible sometimes. Oh, these are just hitting different. I like this question. How do you stay grounded when life gets overwhelming? I'm one of those people that cry out. I love crying. I find when like I'm so unbelievably like overwhelmed by something, whether it is food at the moment is a big trigger for me. If I find work really hard, if I find my social life hard in whatever way, having a little cry, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It's literally beautiful. The other day I got really stressed about a few things. I honestly was so like overwhelmed by the whole situation, I just burst into tears. That like 5 minutes of just crying made me think about the whole situation in a completely different light. It was almost like I was giving myself like 5 minutes just to stop, take myself away from the situation, have a little cry, and then I could look at it in a completely different light. This is now stone cold. God though. I do think though, if you're not a crier, just taking a step back from whatever situation you're in, even if it's literally like a couple minutes, just take a step back. Take a step back, whatever you're doing, the likelihood is it's not that deep. I overthink so much, and if I take 5 minutes just to breathe and come back to the situation, I'm like, why was I so stressed about that? But when you're so like involved in something, it can be very overwhelming. Just having those 5 minutes just to reflect on it all, it does wonders. The wheel, oh my god, love this program. I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna have to have more because that was like nothing. That was absolutely delicious, as you can probably tell. I think the only thing for me was the ketchup portion. Other than that, even the pizza portion with the chips, it was actually fine. Gorgeous.
Really? Oh, sorry.
What were you gonna say?
I know you haven't been to Boss Man for a while.
But I should go. Well, that little taste that I had was delicious. James has just gone to our Boss Man and got cheesy chips. So, James is back.
I'm back.
We're both gonna have Bailey's hot chocolate. So, this is the rest of the noops. But I've just realised there's actually not that much in there. But I would say that's about 2 portions worth.
A shot is usually 1.5 ounces in the United States, which is 44 millilitres.
So we need 88 millilitres. I'm also using this Dubai chocolate Bailey's. Like
Oh,
that.
whoa.
That's two. Thank you very much. I can't believe you're having a hot chocolate.
This is what happens when I'm drunk.
Are you drunk?
No.
He's drunk.
Oh, what? It's all just gone straight in? How do you know what's a portion?
Because I really can't be bothered to weigh anymore. I swear if I have to get those scales out one more time, I'm gonna go crazy. So 12 ounces of this. Oh my god, that's so much milk. Ah, no, I did too much. So that's 12 ounces. I'm gonna put that in the velvetizer. I don't think the velvetizer is supposed to make that noise.
Oh, that is like right to the top.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that in 2 parts.
Looks like porridge.
That is literally chocolate oatmeal. Okay, so whilst the velvetizer does its thing, I am gonna tuck into these. It's the Colin the Caterpillar greatest bits. I'm not really sure what to expect, to be honest. There she is. A portion of this is 25 grams. Let's go. Oh no. Guys, what on earth? Gosh, am I really that big of a sugar addict? That's 1 portion. What the heck? Okay then, better get on my way. Got the hot chocolate though, which is looking a lot more appealing. What is that about? So it's 3 of the faces and then 1 little shoe, a little Colin shoe. On the whole, today has actually been fine. I think it's the really sweet stuff that has like tiny portion suggestions. I suppose because the amount of sugar that's in it. But it's just that. I'm gonna dip the Colin face in the hot choc. Oh my god. Okay peeps, I'm gonna pop you on a little time lapse while I watch the wheel. I am going to say goodbye.
I'm saying hello. I've only just joined.
Yeah, so fair.
Yeah.
Goodbye, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It's been actually right. It's been better than I thought it was going to be. I could do with double the amount of Colin the Caterpillar things and also double the amount of pizza, which, to be honest, I probably will end up doing this evening.
She's going to go and eat food.
Like, I'm already like thinking about how I'm going to air fry the rest of the pizza. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. It's been a great day. We'll see you soon. If you like, subscribe. Hype it, like it.
Turn your bell on.
Turn your bell on. Bye.